Right now, there is a legal trap sitting in your wallet. It's thinner than a Pop-Tart and costs Americans over $130 billion every single year. It's your credit card, and banks designed it specifically to keep you paying forever. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how the trap works. And more importantly, I'm going to show you how to escape it. But first, a quick number that should make you stop scrolling. The average American credit card balance right now is $6,501. At the average interest rate of 24.6%, that balance costs you over $1,600 a year, just in interest. Not paying down debt, just interest, just fees, just profit for the bank. And the scariest part? Most people have absolutely no idea this is happening to them. I'll show you the 3 sneaky mechanisms banks use to trap you. We'll follow 3 real people, Sarah, Marcus, and Jennifer, as they fall right in. And then I'll give you 5 proven steps to break free and flip the system in your favor. Stay with me, because tip number 4 is the one banks absolutely hate. Let's start with the big picture. Why credit cards are a $1.3 trillion industry. Credit card companies earned $176 billion in interest and fees in 2023 alone. That's more than the GDP of entire countries. This money comes directly from cardholders, from people just like you. Banks don't make this money by accident. They make it by design. Here's the core of the credit card business model. Banks need you to carry a balance, not pay it off. Every dollar you don't pay off this month earns them roughly 20 to 30 cents annually. The ideal customer, in a bank's eyes, is someone who always makes payments, but never quite gets to zero. They call this the revolving customer. You're not their client, you're their revenue stream. Credit cards were deliberately engineered by behavioral psychologists and data scientists. The color of the card, the rewards system, the minimum payment, all of it is designed to manipulate your behavior. This isn't a conspiracy theory, it's published in bank strategy documents. Let's look at how they do it, starting with the most dangerous trick of all. Mechanism number 1, the minimum payment illusion. Every month, your statement shows you a minimum payment due. It looks small, reasonable, manageable, but paying only the minimum is one of the most expensive financial decisions you can ever make. Here's the math that banks hope you never run. Let's say you have a $5,000 balance at 22% APR, completely average numbers. Your minimum payment is about $100 per month. If you only pay that minimum, it takes you 26 years to pay off that debt. And you'll pay over $8,300 in interest alone, on top of the $5,000 you borrowed. So a $5,000 purchase becomes a $13,300 purchase. The bank doubled your bill. Sarah is 28. She works in marketing. She's smart. She's careful with money, or so she thinks. She put $4,200 on her card last year during a tough few months. She makes the minimum payment every single month, never misses it, never late. Sarah feels responsible. Sarah is actually trapped. At her interest rate of 23%, her $4,200 balance will take 22 years to pay off on minimums. She'll pay over $6,000 in interest, more than she originally borrowed. By the time she's 50, she'll still be paying for groceries she bought at 28. But Sarah doesn't know this. Her statement never says, "This will cost you 22 years." It just says, "Minimum payment due, $84. That's the trick. Banks are not legally required to make this clear. In the US, since the Card Act of 2009, they must show how long minimum payments take, but only in tiny print. Most people never read it. Banks know this. The minimum payment isn't there to help you. It's there to keep you paying as long as possible. Mechanism number 2, the convenience trap and compound interest. Now let's talk about how banks turn small everyday purchases into massive debt. This is where convenience becomes expensive, and most people never see it coming. I call this the latte illusion, and it ruined Marcus's finances for 4 years. Marcus is 34, lives in Chicago, earns a solid income. He thought he was winning with credit cards. Marcus used his rewards card for everything: coffee, gas, groceries, streaming, everything. He earned points. He felt smart. Banks love customers like Marcus. Here's what Marcus didn't understand. He was spending slightly more than he earned each month. Not by much, maybe $200 to $300 over budget. But credit card interest compounds. And it compounds against you hard. After 18 months, Marcus's balance had grown to $7,400. He was paying $180 a month in interest alone, money that bought him absolutely nothing. His rewards points? Worth about $60 a year in cashback. He was paying $2,160 annually in interest to earn $60 in rewards. The bank was winning 36 to 1. That's not a rewards program, that's a trap. This is how compound interest works against you. Interest charges get added to your balance every single month. Then next month, you're paying interest on the interest. The longer you carry a balance, the faster it grows, even if you stop spending entirely. Einstein allegedly called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. On debt, it's the eighth wonder of horror. If Marcus had put that same $180 per month into an index fund instead of paying credit card interest, in 20 years, at a 7% average return, he'd have over $94,000. He was literally handing the bank his retirement fund, $180 at a time. That's the real cost of carrying a credit card balance. Not the balance, the opportunity cost. We release videos every week on how to actually build wealth, not just talk about it. And if you've ever fallen for one of these traps, drop a comment below. I want to hear your story. Okay? Back to the most dangerous example of all. Mechanism number 3, the good credit illusion. This is the trap that smart people fall into. People who think they've beaten the system. Meet Jennifer. She has a 740 credit score. She gets pre-approved for everything. Banks send her offers constantly. 0% balance transfer, VIP cards, loyalty rewards. Jennifer thinks her credit score is an asset. Actually, it's bait. Jennifer has $9,000 spread across 3 credit cards. She gets a 0% balance transfer offer, 18 months, no interest. Sounds great. She transfers all her debt to the new card. She feels like she's beating the bank. Banks love when customers do this. Why? Because 73% of people who do balance transfers don't pay off the balance in time. Month 19 arrives. The promotional period ends, and the deferred interest kicks in. Retroactively, from day 1. Suddenly, Jennifer owes interest on the full original balance for the entire 18 months she thought were free. Her bill goes up by $2,700 overnight. The free period was never free. But there's a second part to Jennifer's story. Her credit score. Her high score got her those cards. Now those cards are using her score against her. Banks use your credit score to offer you higher limits, which encourages more spending. They use your payment history to know exactly how much interest you can afford before you default. One more thing nobody talks about. When your credit limit increases, and banks do this automatically, your spending often increases too. Studies show that for every $1,000 increase in credit limit, average spending goes up by $130. The bank isn't rewarding your good behavior. They're expanding your cage. The bigger the cage, the more debt you can accumulate, and the more interest they earn. Okay, deep breath, because now we fix it. These aren't generic tips. These are the exact moves that will cost banks billions if everyone did them. Tip 1. Know your real APR. Right now, today, log into your credit card account and find your actual interest rate. Not the promotional rate, the real rate. It's probably between 20 and 30%. Write it down. That number should make you angry. That anger is useful. Tip 2. Pay more than the minimum, always. Even $50 extra per month can save you thousands and cut years off your debt. If you have $5,000 at 22% and pay $200 a month instead of the minimum, you're debt-free in 2.5 years instead of 26. Double your payment. The bank loses. You win. Tip 3. Use the avalanche method. List all your cards by interest rate, highest to lowest. Throw every extra dollar at the highest rate card first, while paying minimums on the rest. This is mathematically the fastest way to eliminate credit card debt. It can save you thousands of dollars compared to any other method. Tip 4. The one banks hate. Stop using the card while paying it off. Sounds obvious. Almost nobody does it. Every new purchase while you carry a balance starts accruing interest from day one in most cards. Cut up the card if you have to. Freeze it in a block of ice. Whatever it takes, you cannot outrun a 25% interest rate while still charging new purchases. Tip 5. Negotiate your interest rate. Call your credit card company. Ask for a lower APR. It works more often than you think. Studies show that over 70% of cardholders who ask for a rate reduction get one. One phone call could drop your rate by 3 to 6 percentage points. That's hundreds, sometimes thousands, of dollars saved without changing anything else. Let's bring it all together. Credit cards trap you with minimum payments that stretch debt over decades. Compound interest turns small balances into massive ones, and rewards are usually a losing deal. Balance transfers and credit limit increases are often bait, not benefits. And your 5 escape moves: know your APR, pay more than minimum, avalanche method, stop new charges, negotiate your rate. Sarah, Marcus, and Jennifer all had one thing in common. They weren't financially irresponsible. They just didn't know how the system worked. Now you do. The bank's best weapon is your ignorance. You just took that weapon away because an informed customer pays off their balance, earns the rewards, pays 0 interest. Banks actually have a name for customers like that. They call them deadbeats. Wear that badge with pride. If this video helped you, please subscribe. It genuinely helps this channel grow. And drop a comment. What's the sneakiest thing a bank or credit card has ever done to you? I read every single comment. Let's learn from each other. I'm Finance Whale, and I'll see you in the next one.